Welcome back to the Island Doc. So far, you've heard from the streets, from Dr. Culpepper, and remember, she talked about those lifestyle changes. Well, we have a guest up next that did exactly that. Let's take a look at her story. Thank you so much for having us here today. Just tell us, how did you manage to combat diabetes by using lifestyle changes?
I take a drastic change on lifestyle in eating and exercising and make it a priority of my life.
So when you found out that you were diagnosed with diabetes, you changed everything?
Every single thing in the way I eat, even the way I think, and even my family, everybody had was to go on a special diet.
Okay, so
To
what
support.
exactly is this diet that you do?
Well, I mostly go vegetables, and I look at my carbohydrate intake. I drop off the white flour, what we love dumplings, so I had also drop off that, and I had also use more wheat flour. I had also drop off the rice. Rice is a staple dish in the Caribbean, and I had just to let go of that, even the macaroni pie and all those sort of
So you don't
stuff.
have any of that stuff anymore?
I do, but I just change it from plain pasta to whole wheat pasta, and I change the white flour to the whole wheat flour. But yet still, I don't eat it in my diet every single day. I love everything that I eat, and I set out to find like new dishes all the time. So I don't always stay with one type of a food all the time.
So you don't get fed up?
No, and then when I heard diabetes, because of my family, they tend to tell you can't eat this and you can't eat that. So there is nothing you could eat, and everything is to be plain. So I decided to set out to search for friendly diabetic food that is tasty and yet still friendly, that you could eat it and not feeling that you're eating anything plain. So I set out on my shopping list, how I go shopping. So every week I love what I eat. So maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks after, I will look back to see how my diabetes was that week when I eat certain things, so then I could incorporate it for like the third week or the fourth week and change up how I eat my diet. So I never eat one thing every day and all the time.
So wow, so quiche with a different flavor, chicken, fish, everything you do, you're incorporating such high flavor into it. That muffin that I just ate, what exactly was in it? Because it tasted really good.
Oh, it's a banana muffin, but I mixed it with whole wheat flour and biscuit mix with flaxseed and wheat germ, and I mix it. I measure it to bake it. So I have 1 tablespoon of the mixture in every pan.
Wow.
So then you'll know exactly how much you eat it.
Your portion size.
Your portion size for the whenever you take it.
So what about workout? What are you doing for exercise and stuff?
Like during the week, I will walk 11 blocks, and morning I will walk very brief, and for 11 blocks takes me about 45 minutes and back and forth. And then on a Saturday, I make it my priority because of my neighborhood. So if I want to do like jogging, I go to Boys and High Girls, because of my feet, as the doctor explained to me, with diabetes you have to be very careful with your feet. So running on the pavement, jogging on the pavement, the impact could damage your feet. So I go to Boys and Girls High on the track and field. So I do that on Saturdays, and then if I want to do like a very long walk, I walk from my home, which is about 2 miles, to Kings Plaza. So I do that also.
So you switch it up. You do a little bit of walking, you do a little bit of running, you do a little bit of swimming.
You
do a little bit of
and
everything.
Sunday morning I just love 6 o'clock on the beach just to have a swim, because in the summertime that's all you could get it.
Thank you with all the information that you've given us, the viewers out there, the audience. I'm sure that everyone can take one thing from her on how to change your lifestyle to combat diabetes. Thank you.
Wow, what a compelling story.
I know, she did exactly what we doctors recommend, doing a big lifestyle change, and what an impact it had on her diabetes.
Yeah, I mean, she went about it all the correct way, but do you think, the population out there, we can make such drastic changes?
I think if we know like how serious diabetes is, how it can affect us, these changes will come naturally.
Yeah, well, you spent some time with her. Why do you think she's so successful?
I think it's because she took such a creative approach to it. You know, she didn't let it be a death sentence. She doesn't only want to eat bland food. She goes out there, she does her research, and she makes all of her food, you know, taste good so that you continue living life and, you know, enjoying life even with a diagnosis of diabetes.
Yeah, well, I see you guys, you know, you were there and there was some muffins. How come you didn't bring any for me?
It tasted so good. But anyways, guys, when we come back, we'll continue on our topic of diabetes. So stay tuned.